Hey guys, this is Selene Moon Goddess Tarot here with a quick career reading for you guys. We have pile 1 with the clear quartz stone crystal, and pile 2 with the clear quartz pendulum. If you want to pause the video, take a second to decide which one is going to be either pile 1 or pile 2. Okay, let's get started. Pile 1. What is happening next in your career? We have the Empress. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Well, it looks like you have been really trying to do your best with your employment right now. I think perhaps you might be trying to make a decision about whether you should leave your job or you should stay at your job. The Empress represents fertility and new beginnings, having a very warm, engaging heart with the people around you. You want to be giving and sensitive, and you really do your best to do your best at your job. You know, the Eight of Pentacles means that you have been working very hard at your job. You have been giving, you have been sacrificing. Now you're at the point where you have gotten the training you need and you are ready to show your work. Unfortunately, there's disappointment there. Perhaps there are people that are not appreciating you. They're not thinking that you are doing a good job in their opinion. They're critical, they're demeaning. They are not appreciating how much you have contributed to the team, to the environment. So I believe this is a message for you to start considering looking for a different position. The Eight of Wands talks about moving fast in a passionate direction, quick movement. Perhaps you've been offered another position somewhere that you've been thinking about and you've been wondering about whether you should do this. This should be a message to you that you should start moving in a different direction and go where you are appreciated. Of course, this is entertainment purposes. Don't make huge life decisions about this. Use your intuition and your guidance and think deeply about that, but it appears that it's time for you to make a career change. Okay. Pile 2. We have the Ace of Swords. The Fool. Judgment. The Six of Swords. Wow. Well, to me, clearly, kind of similar to group 1, that you've been inspired to take a direction that you might feel uncomfortable with. With the Ace of Swords, this is all about epiphany, intuition, using your intellect, discovering new ideas, new ways of thinking, different perspectives on life. It could be that your situation might be the same, but your intuition is leading you in a different direction, or you've gotten a new idea or perception about what you're doing right now in your career. Perhaps you have been offered a different job, or you have found a different job, or you've gotten an idea of that you want to be an entrepreneur or move out on your own. With the Fool here, taking the risk. You know, the Fool card is usually looked at as whether you're arriving on that cliff because you have been through a journey and you've learned so much, or you're taking off on that cliff for a new adventure. And for me here, looking at the card before and after, it seems as though that you need to go on and take on a different direction in your career. With the Judgment card, you know, it talks about rebirth, it talks about forgiveness, it talks about connection to spirituality, going through trials and tribulations and moving on and transforming into a more connected person to your spirit, healing from past traumas. Perhaps you've realized that you need peace in your life. Maybe your current job gives you stress, stresses you out, does not fulfill you anymore, and you are seeking now fulfillment. The Judgment card speaks to that. Going to what, leading your heart leading you to a place of peace, a place where you feel joy going to work every day, where you feel calm, and you feel like what you give to the job is going to Not only help those that you work with, but also fulfill you. And all of these cards are confirmed with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card that talks about moving to a different location, better horizons, a better place to live, going from a place of turmoil and destruction and moving on to better shores. The Six of Swords, if you look, he is carrying his swords, and swords talk about, you know, stresses. It can mean in the negative way, right? Stresses, overthinking, things that have been a burden for you mentally. But now you're moving to new waters. These worries are with you in the boat, but they don't need to stay with you when you walk out of that boat to those new waters. There's going to be new discoveries to be had. So really, I think Spirit is telling you that, yes, this is the okay to go ahead to those new shores, go to find that new place that's going to give you the peace that you see here in this, you know, the face here in the Judgment card. It seems like it's just so serene, almost like letting go of your burdens to a place that brings you peace. And our careers are so much entwined with our happiness, and it's important to know that despite you know, how complex the explanation of these cards can be, that it is important to know moving on and making sure that where we are working, that we are also happy in that work. There is no award that you get for suffering through a job that you are not happy with. There's no reward that you get for suffering through a job where you're not appreciated and not compensated for your positions. And I say that for both Group 2 and Group 1, that, you know, making sure that you think with your intuition, that you tap into your intuition about where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and being true to who you are and being authentic to who you are is going to bring you the most happiness when you think about where your career should go and how you should go about that career. And once you're able to do that, make that fool's journey. Sometimes when we're following our intuition, logically it might not make sense. Like perhaps you've had a very secure job in the medical field, but now you want to go out on your own and have your own business. That's a scary thought to be had, but it is a thought that is coming from your intuition, that's leading you to a place that's going to bring you happiness. And just like with Group 1, you know, you've not been appreciated where you were at. You are not being, you know, you've worked very, very, very hard to be the best that you can be. And perhaps you've reached the pinnacle of that. You're done stepping on those stones, and now it's time for you to take a different direction and take those gifts and all the things that you've learned to a new place where you are going to be appreciated and where you are going to flourish and grow. So that is the mini career reading. If this is something quick that you guys like, you know, little mini things you listen to on the way to work or do whatever, let me know in the comments. You guys have a great day. Take care.